Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. For some people, it means nothing because we work all the different days or whatever. But I wanted to share with you guys this morning something that God has continued to be revealing to me over the last couple of days. And I wasn't anticipating this lesson. Sometimes you know the thing you're struggling with and it's right in your face and you're like, God, I can't get past this. And then other times you have this weird funk and you don't know why. At least that happens to me. And the last couple of days I've just had this weird funk feeling. And 2 nights ago I had horrendous nightmares all night long. I think I got literally 2 hours of sleep. And so I just decided to get up and start praying and read my Bible. And the nightmares that I was having, dreams, whatever you want to call them, was about Mark being unfaithful to me. And they were, and I felt bad for him because I don't know if this ever happens to you too, but they seemed so real. There was nothing out of the ordinary in them. Sometimes when you have a dream and you're like, okay, clearly that's not real. We don't fly or, whatever. But there was nothing out of the ordinary in these dreams. And so sometimes I wake up super angry at Mark and he's he didn't know he did anything because he didn't. But, so, and I just I could not, also you wake up from a dream and you're like, okay, we're done with that. We're not going back to that. And then as soon as you fall back to sleep, you're right back in the same thing again. That's what kept happening all night long. And I just kept waking up with these feelings of inadequacy. And then I realized I actually had been feeling that way in a lot of different areas of my life. And so I was like, all right, I'll open up my Bible app and do the devotion for the day. And of course, it's on the story of Abraham and Sarah and Hagar. And Abraham goes to sleep with Hagar to create this heir that they think that God's going to give them through his mistress, which is, crazy to think. But so often if you look back at our life choices, we totally make sense of things that 100% do not make sense. But oh yeah, this is a good idea. It's not, right? So that was one of those situations for them. But I had been struggling with having dreams of Mark being unfaithful to me. And then the devotion for the day was about a husband being unfaithful. And I was like, God, what in the world? No. And so I was telling Mark about it in the morning and he's like, oh, you mean you read the story where Sarah felt like she was inadequate and went outside God's will and outside of what God says she is and made some decisions? And I was like, oh, I see here. So anyways, the last couple of days, God's just been really working on me with the feelings of inadequacy and that I am enough because he says I'm enough, and that's it. And so if you're in that place too, you are enough because he says you are enough. And then this morning I wake up and see a movie trailer for my absolute hands down most favorite book ever. If you've not read it, read it. I've not read it this summer. I usually read it every single summer. So now I'm going to go read it. It's called Redeeming Love by Frances Rivers. And it's Christian fiction, but every time I read it, I'm probably gonna cry now. Every time I read it, I am reminded of how much God loves us. No matter what we've done, where we've gone, what we believe about ourselves, he will pursue us to the nth degree to remind us of who we are. So I just didn't feel like that was an accidental thing. These are the feelings I've been struggling with. All of my devotions the last couple of days, my affirmation cards I've been randomly pulling, and then this movie trailer. So I just wanted to share that you are enough, I am enough, because he says that, because he created us that way. So hold on to that this weekend if you're having those same inadequate thoughts that I'm working through. And if you want someone to pray with you or talk with you through them or need some scriptures to help you, I got you, because God keeps showing them to me. So I hope you guys have a really great weekend. Sorry for such a long talking session.